and welcome to Hardware Heaven. We have another keyboard review for you today. It is the Razer BlackWidow Ultimate. Now, one very exciting thing about this keyboard is the switches. Razer have developed their own mechanical switches to their keyboards, and it is the first mechanical keyboard ever to not use cherry switches. So that is extremely exciting. I'm going to go into all of the details about the switches, the keyboard, and what makes this keyboard great. Let's get started. So here we have the BlackWidow Ultimate, and to go over some of the features, this is the clicky keys with optimized tactical feel version. There is another version with the orange switches, which is the stealth version with a lot quieter keys. So it's an all-new Razer mechanical keyboard with the new switches specifically designed for gaming. It's got greater durability, 3 times more than the standard mechanical switches. It's individually backlit, which is the only difference between the Ultimate and the standard BlackWidow, which doesn't have any backlighting. The backlighting is actually on 3 different settings. You've got low, medium and high, as well as off on there as well. We've also got fully programmable keys with 5 additional gaming keys on the left-hand side located down here. We've got easy access media keys located on the F keys, which you can access using the function key at the bottom. It's got 10 key rollover for extreme anti-ghosting and an audio out and microphone in jacks located on the right-hand side. Here we also have a USB 2.0 port. To show the differences with the backlighting, here we have it off, then we have it dim, normal, and bright. Now, to quickly go over some of the details of the Razer mechanical switches, with the green switches, you get an actuation point of 1.9 millimeters with up to an extra of 0.4 millimeters. What this basically means is, in an ideal scenario or world, all of the keys would have an actuation point of 1.9 millimeters. However, there is some leeway and some of them might have an additional 0.4 millimeters on them. Any higher than that and they wouldn't be good enough to put on your keyboard, so Razer wouldn't include them. And the actuation versus reset point is 0.4 millimeters, which essentially means you have to lift up the key 0.4 millimeters to be able to press it again and reset it. So things like a double tap or a double jump with your spacebar, you'd need to lift it up 0.4 millimeters to be able to press it again. It's got a lifespan of up to 60 million keystrokes, and the actuation force is 50 grams with optimized tactical feel. Now, if you compare those stats to a standard mechanical switch, which normally has an actuation point of 2.2 millimeters with up to 0.6 millimeter leeway, it also has a reset point of 0.7, so it's quite a big gap when you're using it all the time. But just to give you a little bit of an overview, because like me, you may prefer a quieter keyboard, so the BlackWidow Stealth Ultimate might be a little bit more up your street. With that, you get the same actuation point of 1.9. However, the actuation versus reset point is 0.05 millimeters, so that is very, very small, with a lifespan again of 60 million keystrokes. However, the actuation force is 45 grams and it has silent keys. Now, the difference between these two switches is the green switches have a very clicky sound to them. It kind of sounds like a mouse click, whereas on the Stealth keyboard it is designed to be a lot quieter. So now I'm just going to basically do a type test for you all to hear so that you can hear what I'm talking about when I say it's got a clicky feel. So there you can hear the clicks on the keyboard. Some people absolutely love this. They love the feel of these kind of switches and they love the sound. Me personally, it's a little bit too much for me, and I would always opt for a stealthier, silenced mechanical keyboard. However, the sound doesn't affect the performance. It's just personal preference. People like to feel like they know when they're pressing the keyboard down and when it's making those switches move and things like that. Performance-wise, this keyboard is so quick. I've even found improvements in MMOs I've been using to test it when I'm double tapping or double jumping or pressing multiple skills at once. It's such an improvement. I personally use a Deathstalker as my main keyboard, so I don't use mechanical keyboard on an everyday basis, but I can totally see why gamers much prefer mechanical keyboards for speed and precision, and the BlackWidow definitely hits the nail on the head. This is a great keyboard. I love the design. I love that it's so sleek and basic looking, except it's very high quality. I like that we've got the Razer three-headed snake logo here. I like that it's completely fully backlit. However, I would like some customization to be able to light up certain areas of my keyboard or change the color scheme for the backlighting to not have it permanently green. If we take a quick look at the bottom of the keyboard, you'll see here that we have 2 keyboard feet completely made out of plastic with a rubber finish on the bottom, as well as 5 different rubber pieces along the outer parts of the keyboard base to keep it in place, making sure it doesn't slide around. In conclusion, I really love the design of the BlackWidow Ultimate. I love the fact that it is matte and not shiny, because shiny keyboards just get extremely dirty unless they have an amazing coating on them. So the fact it's black and matte is really, really good. I like the fact that we've got a USB port, although 2 USB ports would have been better, but I can settle for 1. That's not really a big deal. The fact that we've got our audio jacks on there as well is great. I like the fact that we've got 10 key rollover with our anti-ghosting, so we won't miss any key presses, especially if you're an MMO player. You've got those 5 M keys on the side, which are absolutely great. I think the backlighting and the backlighting settings are awesome. Although I know Razer love their black and green, but I would have liked to have had some custom colorization with the LEDs, or as an example with my Razer Deathstalker Ultimate, I like having it fading through the rainbow of colours. That's just something that I love. It's just scrolling through all the colours of the rainbow. I would have loved that. That would have been awesome. I just think it's a nice touch. Just that little bit of added extra customization. Razer's switches are amazing. I've been really, really impressed with them. The fact that you can reset it at 0.4mm is awesome, especially when you're double jumping or wanting to dash to double roll or dodge forward. Any sort of double tap movement in the game, you'll really feel the benefit when you only have to ease off 0.4mm to then press the button again. That is really, really good. Although personal preference, and this is very much personal preference because they make a variety of gaming keyboards and mechanical keyboards, all for different personal gaming preferences, I think I would much prefer the orange keys, the stealth version of the keyboard, just simply because the click that you get with tactile switches is not really for me. A lot of people like that sort of clicking sound that you get with a mechanical keyboard. Me personally, I like something a little bit quieter, so I'm definitely going to try and check out the stealth version of the BlackWidow Ultimate, and if I manage to get my hands on one, I'll definitely do a review of it so you can hear it, see the difference in the sound and all of that good stuff. Apart from that, this is a kind of basic high-end mechanical keyboard. It does exactly what it says on the tin. I've really, really enjoyed using it and playing around with it. I love the way it looks. I love that it's kind of sleek and minimalistic, and it performs extremely well. I love the switches. I hope to see more mechanical keyboards with a different variation, maybe the MMO keyboard, but with mechanical switches, with these new switches, would be awesome. Some extra kind of thumb buttons and stuff like that I hope to see in the future. When you plug in the keyboard, Razer Synapse 2.0 automatically detects that you've plugged it in and goes to update the drivers. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I'm so impressed with how far that Synapse has come. When it first started, it wasn't the best drivers in the world, and I definitely would have preferred other companies, but now Razer is so intelligent with the way that they've done their drivers. Everything is automatic, it's so simple and so easy, and I absolutely love it. In the drivers, you're able to customize the illumination and backlighting of the keyboard, as well as remapping the keys on the keyboard. So if you want your control to be your shift, then you can do that if you want to. You're also able to sort out and enable all of your macros and adjust various settings for your gaming mode. If you don't want to accidentally press Alt F4 or Alt Tab, then you can change that as well. I'm going to be giving the BlackWidow Ultimate the Performance Award. I am very, very impressed with how quick and fast and easy it is to press all of the keys. Thanks so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!